right, guys, so today we are going to be re-putting in a trough for the piglets. So the materials we're going to need is a hay string and a a corner feeder. Okay, so this is normally for larger livestock for feed, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it for water for the piglets. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is because these two girls did not appreciate their water being in a feed pan in that corner, because apparently that corner is their designated bathroom corner, and I didn't know that when I put them in here. It's funny how they decided to use that as their bathroom corner after I put the water there. I don't know. Pigs are weird. So they decided that this is their bathroom corner, and having the water there just didn't work. It's also super muddy and gross because, not because just because they're pigs, but because it has been raining. And this is the first time I've actually been out to do some maintenance, and it's gross. I'm wearing my mud boots, and anything else you would just get stuck in the mud. So I'm going to put this in the corner. Move, girls. Okay, so I'm putting this nice and firmly in the corner, and then I'm going to use our hay string. Any horse girl, any farm girl, this is your best friend, hay string, because it comes with the hay bale. You have endless supplies of it, and it's good for everything. A lot of people use this in place of wire. So this already has holes on it, so I'm just going to lace it up like a giant sneaker, and then this is hard to do with one hand. Dang, I thought I was more talented one-handed. So, fresh water is obviously really important for any livestock. And when we talk about having fresh water and how much water it actually takes to maintain livestock, so obviously the bigger livestock you have, the more water they're going to go through. So especially out here in the summer when it's really hot, if you have horses specifically, I have 3 water troughs in a 5-acre pasture for my horses, and they go through them about every other day. So it is July in Texas, middle of the summer, and they're just going through a ton of water. Now, with as much water as the horses go through, I am so glad we live in the modern era when we can just get a hose and run it to wherever we need to go. Sometimes it's not always in the most convenient place, but we have access to it. We have access to clean drinking water. We have access to hoses, all that sort of stuff. Now, one story in the Bible that I never really appreciated until I became really big into livestock is, whoops, there we go. Doing this one-handed, guys. Is the story of Rebecca and Abraham's servant. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the story, in the book of Genesis, Abraham did not want his son Isaac to marry someone from the foreign land in which they lived, because they were evil in the eyes of the Lord, and Abraham wanted his son to marry someone honorable. So he sent his servant to go back to his native land and find a wife for his son. Okay, now the servant obviously was given quite a task, right? So he was given this task, and so he prayed to the Lord asking for guidance, and he said, whoever comes out, whatever woman comes out and offers me, whoops, dropped the phone, and offers me water and offers to draw water for all of my camels, that is who I know is for Isaac. That's going to be his wife. Now, I don't know if you've ever watered a camel before. I haven't, but I've watered horses. And in the summer, they can easily go through 100-gallon water trough a day. And I only have 5 horses in that one pasture, easily going through 100 gallons of water a day. Just imagine camels. He had like 10 camels, and they're bigger than horses. That is an insane amount of water to draw by hand. No woman in their right mind would not only willingly do it, but would offer to do it. And you know, you don't really see the significance in that until you start looking at the sheer volume of water that had to be given to the camels. And that was clearly a miracle, an answer to prayer. And a lot of times we don't recognize that as a miracle in the Bible because, you know, we just think, oh, she was nice and gave water to the camels. No, she spent probably hours watering these camels. I don't know how long it would take, but in my mind, it's hours, okay? So just remember that, you know, be free to appreciate the little miracles that God has given you in your life. And as you're reading the Bible, ask God to open up your eyes to the little miracles that are in there. So I hope you all are having a good day, and thank you for joining me as we fill up the water trough for the piglets. And now it's overflowing, so I'm going to go ahead and water the horses now. So hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.